Get ready with me as I do a quick story time on how I almost got fired on day one of my old job. Also learning how to do my makeup, so bear with me as I try to do this and talk at the same time. Starting first with primer. To give a little bit of context, the job that I had, I don't work for anymore. And it was a part-time job, so I wasn't really working full hours at all. The most I worked for a month was about 20 hours. Next, I'm going in with my e.l.f. foundation in the shade 61. And because the building was like very, very new, it was still unclear what the rules were, if that makes sense. So because of that, a lot of things didn't have protocols. So we were all just like trying to figure out what to do at the exact same time. This is my beauty blender. It was pink, but as you can see, it's not anymore. So I think at this time, it was like very, very clear that if you had a question, you had to meet the managers. And if the managers didn't know, then we'd just make up something in the moment. That was kind of like the work ethic that we had been told to do. So if you don't know what to do, ask a manager. And so that's what I went up to do. To make a long story short, there was a customer who came in and they were confused about the seating arrangements. Like I said, it was a very, very new building at the time. So I volunteered to like help them find their seats because there are people in the auditorium that can help you find your seats. And there are people at the door who do the tickets. That day I was at the door doing the tickets. So I told her like, hey, just go inside. There's someone who will be there to assist you. And she was like, oh, okay, no problem. She then goes in. So I continue doing the tickets. And at a point we stopped doing tickets. And then here comes my manager and she's like, why didn't you help this customer? And I was like, what are you talking about? Because at this point, like, we had already finished the tickets. Like, the show had begun. And then they came out to me and they were like, hey, why didn't you help this customer? And then she comes out and I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, oh, a customer came saying that they couldn't find their seats. And then they said that you said that someone was inside. I was like, yeah, there are people inside, are they not? And then she tells me, yeah, well, they said they can't find anybody. And I was like, what are you... And then it dawned on me. We don't have uniforms. Like I said, remember I said earlier that this is like a brand new company. So like technically everybody is new. So because of that, we don't have uniforms. We don't have name tags. We basically don't have anything at this point. So this person walked in, didn't see anyone who they thought was staff, and then just sat down on any seat. They thought that I was lying about there being someone inside. And so they just walked in and just sat down anywhere because they thought that, oh, the girl at the door was lying. There's actually like no one there. At first, I wanted to give this person credit because at the end of the day, we really truly didn't have any uniforms. But at the end of the day, it's not really that hard to find us. Plus, the person could have just come back and asked me like, hey, I didn't see anyone. You said someone was going to be there. They just gave up after not seeing anyone and then just sat down in any seat and then said it was me who like, and then tried to blame me and said, oh, it was me who said they could just sit down. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is why it's very important to have protocols because at the time, not everybody got a walkie-talkie. Not everybody knew what was where. So it was kind of like awkward to find out who was lying and who was not, even though it was like kind of like my word against hers. Long story short, my team leader told me to go inside. And then after I went inside, this whole like conversation just went down. Obviously, we sorted things out, but like it was a big deal because this is one of those things that they told you like never tell someone where to say if that's not what they're supposed to say. It was like very, very emphasized because it's like assigned seating. But after everything went down, I'm really happy because I obviously didn't end up getting fired. I worked there for a long time. But the fact that this was something that I could get fired for and I scaled away was just... I'm just grateful for it because luckily the person didn't throw me under the bus. They were kind of like very vocal about the fact that they also messed up by just sitting down anywhere. Obviously, I don't work there anymore. After I moved in with my sister, I kind of like had to leave. But still, I'm happy about the time that I had working there. I would not change anything about working there for a minute. And I also learned a lot from working there. It was actually like my first big girl job. So I was really excited about it too. So yeah, this is the look. As you can see, it's terrible. Like I said, I'm learning how to do my makeup for the first time. But yeah, let me see if I can do the full glam and if you look better. Okay, so this is the full look. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick story time, but now I have to head out, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.